Paradise Lost always made an effort to write songs, you know, songs, not necessarily mainstream hooks or totally commercial, but still songs, you know, that you would go away and remember.
They did, of course, bring to life an early version of the goth metal scene. You know, this was, I think, you know, the ascendance of the goth metal scene in a way.
They do whatever they want. They don't compromise. If that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do.
I was not listening to metal before. I just listening to Christendom, and a different world just opened in front of my eyes. I was just like, what the fuck is that? I was just like, oh my God, that is amazing.
Most of the kids that were into the doom stuff, shall we say, were either, like I say, punk rockers or kids who were into the tape trading scene and had been into it for a while. I don't think they got into it overnight, all of a sudden decided we're going to do a band that has slow riffs. I think there was just a lot of, it was a build-up over a few years, like kids like had discovered Trouble and stuff like that.
This was kind of like a worldwide movement that started, of course, nowadays known as the thrash metal movement. In the same 2 or 3 years, you had a whole bunch of bands getting started up.
I mean, I was playing bass at that point, but then when we met Steve, then this nightclub was called the Frog and Toad.
Frog and Toad.
Frog and Toad.
The Frog and Toad.
It's not there anymore, obviously.
I remember that was the first gig where we actually made our first real money. We got paid £1.25 each.
We don't want anyone to predict what we do next. At the same time, we're trying to do something that we're very, very into at that moment in time. The 3 or 4 tracks that we've worked on so far, it takes us somewhere else. It's not Symbol of Life and Paradise Lost, it's something else.
Some of the new stuff we've done kind of reminds me of a lot of that stuff, but it's a lot more polished and in a more modern context. We're not going to be doing death metal anytime soon, but you know, for now, making heavier, more organic sounding music again for me just feels really right at the moment. You know, it feels quite exciting, you know, to do heavier stuff and to go on stage and play slightly heavier stuff again. You know.
Some people have said, oh, because you call it Paradise Lost, it's the end, it's the last album, it's the 10th, the last album. That was never really the intention, but it does feel like the end of something, and we have to start something else.